Hello everyone, welcome to Legend of Grimrock. So I know I've been talking about doing this for a while. I really wanted to play Legend of Grimrock. I've been saying, tell me what you want to see me, what kind of character you want to see me make. But I don't think that that's gonna happen, because I settled on something else. I'm gonna do hard, old school, create characters. I'm going to do probably one of the hardest things you can do. I'm going to do a Toorum run. Now, I can completely ignore the traits and the skills, so I'm automatically going to get that. Mount Grimrock. A towering spire looms above the clouds, a weathered rock that has stood tall for ages, longer than the histories of men have been written. It is a desolate place now, only remembered when things need to be discarded and forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats toward the peak. Four prisoners bound by heavy chains emerge from the ship. The court accuses them of terrible treasonous deeds, but by the grace of the king their crimes shall be forgiven upon Mount Grimrock. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their pardons here, yet none have returned to live their life in freedom. They are at the very top of the world, and below them waits only darkness, and justice awaits. Read that. As they are plunged down the open maw at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain. But will you be able to lead them through the dark and to the freedom that awaits at the base of Mount Grimrock? Legend of Grimrock. I put on my best dramatic reading voice for that, except for the part where I fucked up. So, if you don't know what I'm doing, this is a Toorum run. I get to move a little bit faster. I only get one character, and that character is Toorum. Now, if you know Mount Grimrock, throughout the mountain, I'm just gonna kind of wander here. Actually, I'm gonna stop, because... no, I'm gonna keep going. But... so Toorum is a guy who leaves notes throughout the mountain. I'm not sure if the notes still spawn if you do a Toorum run. But, he just leaves notes. There's like a story to him being down here. You don't know what he did, just that he was down here before you, and that he kinda explored the area. So, we're gonna do, but, if you find... I'm gonna assume a lot of people have played this. If you find Toorum's remains, because he was down here long before you, you can, find his remains and bring them to a life crystal. And if you do, you get an achievement called Buddies with Toorum, and you get, does he have Mace's skill? He does not. So, put that back there. Also, yeah, if you notice, Toorum has better stats than anyone should have at the start. He is a ranger, and he gets 15 points. 5 in earth magic, 5 in axes, and 8, or that's more than 15. That's 18, and 8 in armors. So, that's what we're gonna specialize in. Armor, axes, and earth magic. I might put a few points in spellcraft just because it's gonna be useful. Right. Now in between episodes, I may take the time to just repeatedly throw rocks everywhere. Whoa, what was that? I just went a little bit shuddery for a moment. But between episodes, I may decide to do I may decide to mess around, and I just want to make sure it didn't do something stupid. It didn't. Good. Yeah, sometimes it will think I clicked on the edge. Fraps will decide that I clicked on the edge when I didn't, and it will split my video, which is really annoying. I'm kind of regretting not grabbing the mace, but then again, the mace makes it harder to hit things. And I don't think Toorum is really all that good with that. Also, he's got better stats than anyone should have. I wonder if I can hit it with the... Yeah, the torch does more damage. Only slightly, but it does more. So, I'm gonna try and hit it with the torch. Oh, wow. Died faster than I expected. Damn it. I keep clicking out. I do not like playing this in windowed mode. Like, I really, really don't like playing it in windowed mode, but I have to because, I'm trying to, evasion or protection? Eh. I'm gonna go for protection. I'm gonna take throwing weapons just in case. Or rather, so that I can still use them like this. Actually, I might like only take rocks because I still have to get that one achievement. You probably know what I'm talking about if you've looked at the achievements. It's a really weird, really stupid achievement. And I kind of, like, it's an achievement I don't really like. And actually, a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing this run is going for the last few achievements I don't have. Like, I'm doing it on hard mode, I'm doing it on old school. At the end of each episode, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna put up an image of the map so far, of where I've been. Because I am actually going to go ahead and map things out. Okay, good, some food. That's one nice thing about Toorum, you don't need as much food. Your entire inventory can end up food, because also you don't need, you know, so many people. Or you don't have so many people that you need to arm. So you don't end up carrying around a ton of useless stuff that you're not sure if you want to part with. Because that's kind of how my runs all went. Alright. So, for the first episode, I think that I'm just going to complete... I think I'm going to complete the first level, and that's going to be about it. Simply because, you know, I don't really want to deal with trying to continue on. I hope the others aren't following so that I can take a rest in between these things. Because I'm on a hard mode, and a hard mode Toorum run is not an easy feat. It's gonna get especially hard when I've got to fight the boss. Actually, do you make it to the boss on the Toorum run, or do you just end it at the spot you find Toorum? Or do I find Toorum's remains as Toorum? That would be interesting. It's like a view of the future. Or maybe it gets a different name. That would be interesting, like every time you play through, you find a different dead person. And you can use that dead person every time. Or you can use the new dead person each time. Yeah, these are a little bit annoying because I don't have a weapon that I'm actually skilled in yet. Oh, I'm getting so much lag. I don't normally get this. I think it's just because I'm recording and I'm in windowed mode. Stupid fraps. I'm only recording in windowed mode. but perhaps is relatively affordable. Some of the better ones are really ridiculous. Maybe I'll get something someday. I was initially tempted to do the second. I was initially tempted to do what's it called? It's like Grimrock Master Quest. It's something on the Steam workshop page that someone made. That's pretty much like it's like playing Grimrock again, but with different puzzles, a different layout. You find stuff in different orders, new secrets. I was tempted to do that, but the issue with that would be there are a couple of achievements that I still want to get, because this is like this is the first time I've really wanted to go for. I'm gonna keep that just because of something later. I've really wanted to go for absolute completionism. That must be what I heard. Forgot about this spot. This is like the first time I've wanted to go for absolute completionism. But hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Hey, buddy. Ooh. Yeah. So you can fall on enemies and kill them if you're lucky. You're not always gonna land on it. Also, I'm clearing this out so that I don't have to do it later, and so that I can get the helmet in here. Or, well, it's a hat. Not so much a helmet. Or a cap, I suppose. Now, I know there's stuff in here. There's this spell, cloak, that. Gonna rest real quick, just so I don't get myself killed. So this is one nice thing about using Toorum. His stats are always decided, and they're actually reasonable, unlike the terrible default stats of the game. Now I am gonna keep doing this just because I wanna. I want to get that achievement. It's an annoying achievement. Ah, damn it. Keep clicking in the wrong spot. Yeah. Come on. Get over here. Get over here! I can't do that voice too well. Or I can, I'm just not in the mood to actually try. I'm not usually in the mood to actually try. I'm just bored today. Okay. Got this. Now I get to get killed by something else. I'm definitely going to do my best to avoid this guy. Come on. I knew you were there. You really stupid little... I wish I had, like, assassinate. This is one time I wish I could put points into assassin for Toorum, just because this thing. It's only this bad the first time you need it. other times you're gonna be leveled up a little bit. Or if you, and by first time I mean the absolute first time you're playing the game. Because if you play through it again, you know this thing's gonna be there, and you know a couple of tricks to killing it. Like, hit it in the back, because it's actually, it's not more vulnerable, it's just easier to hit. Come on. Took you long enough. I'm gonna keep this for later. Yeah. I'm gonna grab the spear. Now let's see. This one gives extra accuracy and it's faster. This is better. Like, even though I can't be skilled in either. Also, I don't think reach weapons even have, like, I don't think they're an actual skill in the game. It's just, like, something for someone who can't. Yeah. I'll keep this around because I am probably going to put a skill into spellcraft. So yeah, okay, we've reached the end of the floor. We're probably going to be doing a floor each level. After I finish here, I'm going to show you a map. I'm actually just going to bring up the map. Just going to bring up, like, a completed map I find off Google Images or something. Because I've been through this before. I've seen the whole map. And it's just easier. Gonna take this off just for a moment so that... So yeah, that's it for today. Remember... Oh, wait. It's not. What is happening? A collective dream? Oh, I know you. I know what you seek. Look for me down below. I might help you. I'm not gonna tell anyone how that whole plot line goes, just because spoilers. Yeah, this playthrough will have a lot of spoilers for puzzles, secrets, the story. Just a warning, I'm going to put that in a big annotation at the start of the video, probably in the description, and I will see you guys all later. See you guys next time.